Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Military Schedule. The United States government has chosen to reimpose sanctions on Venezuelan oil, while opposition candidacies are being blocked, which represents a violation of the Barbados Agreement signed last year. The dictatorship of Nicolas Maduro prevented opposition leader Maria Corina Machado from running, citing legal issues, and also blocked the candidacy of her replacement, Corina Yoris, without apparent reason. This latter blockage resulted in unprecedented condemnations from Lula in Brazil and Gustavo Petro in Colombia. A senior U.S. official informed journalists that any American company invested in Venezuela would have 45 days to wind down its operations in order to avoid further increasing uncertainty in global energy markets. The official preferred not to be identified to discuss U.S. policy deliberations. In October, the U.S. had granted Maduro's dictatorship relief from sanctions imposed on its state oil, gas, and mining sectors after the dictator agreed to collaborate with opposition members to hold free and competitive presidential elections this year. Despite Maduro scheduling elections for July 28th and inviting international observers to monitor the process, his party has used its total control over Venezuelan institutions to undermine the agreement. The blocking of Maria Corina and Corina Yoris's candidacies, as well as the imprisonment of several opponents in the last 6 months, including Machado's advisors, are examples of this. The clause of the Barbados Agreement, which was rejected, was activated with the condition that Maduro respect the internal choice of parties, especially the Democratic Unity Platform, led by Machado, for their candidacies. The article, valid for 6 months, would expire on April 18th, but the U.S. government announced that it would not renew it. These actions return U.S. policy to what it was before the agreement, making it illegal for American companies to do business with Petróleos de Venezuela, the state oil producer, without a specific license from the U.S. Department of the Treasury. It is not clear what impact this setback would have on Venezuela's oil and gas industry, which has long been facing difficulties, nor if it will pressure Maduro to offer more equitable electoral conditions. The initial extension of just 6 months is not enough to attract the substantial capital investments needed to reboot production that has long been stagnant in Venezuela, which holds the world's largest proven oil reserves. However, by allowing Venezuela to export oil directly, rather than relying on questionable intermediaries who charge high fees, the Maduro government was able to increase oil revenues and raise extremely needed funds during the 6 months of relief from U.S. sanctions. Moreover, the tightening of sanctions does not directly affect Chevron, the last major U.S. oil company in Venezuela, which was authorized to increase shipments thanks to a license issued in 2022. This occurred amid concerns that Russia's invasion of Ukraine might disrupt the global energy supply. The Venezuelan dictator Nicolas Maduro approved a law establishing a new Venezuelan province in Essequibo, a territory internationally recognized as part of Guyana. Venezuela claims that Essequibo was taken from the country when borders were defined in the late 19th century, representing 2/3 of Guyana. The dispute escalated in 2015 with the discovery of oil deposits by ExxonMobil. In a referendum on the organic law for the defense of Guayana Essequibo, Venezuelans were consulted on the creation of a new state, with plans to grant citizenship to current and future residents. The referendum also rejected the jurisdiction of the UN's highest court to resolve the dispute between the countries. Guyana sees the law, the referendum, and other actions by the Venezuelan government as steps towards the annexation of the territory. Maduro denounced the establishment of secret U.S. military bases in Essequibo, accusing the U.S. of preparing aggressions against the local population and those in the south and east of Venezuela. After the law was passed on March 21st, Guyana expressed serious concern, considering it a flagrant violation of its sovereignty. According to international law, the Essequibo is recognized as territory belonging to Guyana. Venezuela claims the Essequibo as its territory due to its presence in the region during the Spanish colonial period. The Guyanese government, led by President Mohamed Irfan Ali, advocates for resolving the dispute at the International Court of Justice. Maduro maintains Venezuela's historical stance of resolving the dispute through negotiations under the Geneva Agreement, signed with the United Kingdom on February 17, 1966. In April 2023, The International Court of Justice decided that the case is valid and declared itself competent to continue. However, a final decision could take years. If you liked this video, you might also like this video I'm recommending, which is appearing on your screen right now. Leave your opinion in the video comments. If you're not yet subscribed, subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.